global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
We're 11 days away from the proposed protest, which is going to take place on the 1st of August 2024. Serious agitation, especially on the social media. The presidency is not left out, as they have already fingered the person whom they feel is behind the protest. And they have also notified the DSS, the IGP, and other security agency that in event of anything happening in the country, he should be the first to be picked up. And I'm so shocked about this. You're going to hear full details of what the presidency have to say, and also what the reply that Sowore, don't forget, he had always been at the forefront of any form of protest. What Sowore has given us a reply, even when they never mentioned his name. The man has come out to speak up about it. But first of all, let's get to hear what the plan of the presidency is in case there is protest. Those whom they will pick. On the special advisor to President Bola Tinubu, information and strategy, Bayo Ananoga said all those calling for protest against economic hardship and hunger are supporters of Peter Obi. He said Obi supporters decided to protest because he lost the last general election and not because of economic hardship and high inflation. Ananoga called on security agencies to go after all citizens calling for protest in August. Hear his word. He says Peter Obi supporters are the people planning mayhem in Nigeria. Obi should be held responsible for anarchy. Don't be fooled. The malcontent planning to stage nationwide protests are supporters of Peter Obi, the failed presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and he should be held responsible for whatever crisis emanating from this action. That was what he said. He further added that the protest planners are also the same people who were instigated by Ipob leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to launch the destructive Endsars protest in Nigeria in October 2020. Endsars began as a genuine protest by youth against the police special anti-robbery squad, notorious for its high-handedness. Ipob members planning to extricate the southeast region from Nigeria infiltrated the protest and hijacked it for their own agenda. Lagos still bears the scar of the malicious destruction by Ipob element until today. 2 years after Endsars, the Ipob and the gullible innocents joined the Labour Party in 2022 to support Peter Obi, a sympathizer of their cause. They are the people spreading the hashtag in bad governance, Tinubu must go, and revolution 2024. They are not Democrats, but anarchists. They are attempting to call out our people via propaganda because their messiah, Peter Obi, failed to win the presidency in 2023 election. As bad losers, they don't have the patience to wait for another election in 2027. They would rather destabilize Nigeria by staging a civilian coup against President Bola Tinubu. He went further to say, if they understand the meaning of their hashtag, they will realize they are clarion calls for treason. Wanting to end an elected government is high treason. Wanting revolution is a call for a coup d'etat, which is also high treason. Oh my God. Further added, security agencies should by now begin to interrogate these agents of destabilization. There is no country in the world where people are not going through some economic challenges and where the cost of living is not a major issue. No country is immune from economic turbulence. At the moment, civilized and democratic people wait for another election to make leadership changes. They don't trigger mayhem in their countries by staging protests, the end of which nobody can predict. Nigerian citizens must understand the government's attitude and concern about the cost of living crisis when deciding whether to join the protest by the Labour Party and Ipob supporters. The Tinubu government has not been found wanting in this regard. The minimum wage has been increased by more than 100%. Loans are being disbursed to students in tertiary institutions. A credit corporation has been launched to promote consumption credit palliatives, including the latest distribution of 740 trucks of rice to the 36 states and Abuja are being rolled out. Businesses such as pharmaceuticals have been assisted. The federal government and state government are investing heavily in agriculture to produce more food. The economy is improving. Inflation is slowing. The national debt has been reduced in dollar terms, and the FIRS has increased revenue generation to record levels. Investors are coming back to our country. Our stock market is the best in the world with a 33% return on investment. President Tinubu has a 4-year mandate to run his agenda. Those calling for protest should wait till 2027 to either re-elect him or elect their messiah, Mr. Peter Obi. The big question is, what has Peter Obi done that this man has taken out time to drag him like this? But shockingly, the man who had always been in the forefront of every protest, shouting on his social media, revolution now, talking about Sowore, has decided not to hide his mouth. Peter Obi has not responded, but Sowore himself has come out. Was Sowore a supporter of Peter Obi? Let's hear what Sowore says. It is drivel from a sinking ship. And I'm going to quote exact words of Sowore. He said, the drivel from a sinking ship, there is nothing that could stop an idea whose time has come. It doesn't matter how you frame your fears and shenanigans, and the truth is that Nigerians are tired of the deceit, corruption, wickedness, and incompetence of the ruling class and have opted to act from all locations. That was the reply he gave when Ananuga accused Peter Obi that he should be held responsible if there is any possibility of a protest. That's if there is an anarchy in Nigeria. Peter Obi should be held. But then Sowore, who had always been a champion in stuff like that, had to speak up that, Oga, you are saying nothing but nonsense. The time has come that Nigerians must hit the street. There have been multiple reactions coming from. But first of all, I want to hear the idea of, I want to hear the opinion of my colleague. What's your stand on all of this? Do you think that Ananuga is getting so used to lambasting Peter Obi, being that he's a very quiet man? Or do you think there's some iota of truth trying to join issues, bringing in Ipob and then obedience and all of that? Big question most people are now asking. Does it mean all the supporters of Peter Obi were actually from Southeast and all of that? What do you think about this?
Point of observation. Peter Obi is one person who actually stopped the protest from going on immediately after that election result was announced.
Of course.
He literally told Nigerians to please hold on, that he believes so much and strongly in the judiciary, and he will get back his mandate via the judiciary, that he's hitting the courts and he'll get back his mandate because he has proofs to show that he won the election. Yes. He was actually the one, solely speaking, that stopped the obedience from hitting the street. They were ready. It was there. It was obvious. It was palpable. It was touchable. And now it's amazing. The same man who have never spoken in favor of protest at all. If there's anything he has ever done was to criticize constructively and even proffer solution to every economic issue this government have faced.
I think Bayo Ananuga is just drunk with Peter Obi. Possibly if Peter Obi was a wine, he would be taking it almost on a daily basis. Because I'm just wondering, the people who are really out saying there will be protests. If you check their Instagram or Twitter handles, you will see all their descriptions to show you that we don't tire for this suffering and we are hitting the street. Yes, we know the president is doing the little, increment in salaries and all of that, though we do not know what that additional 6.2 trillion, which he had already told Nigerians, will mean. But however, looking at the situation on ground, I think that Peter Obi has nothing to do with all of this.
And it's really amazing that he's actually in the center of what he has never even talked about, has never mentioned, and somebody is taking credit for it. Why not go talk to Sowore? Because they know that Sowore here, he's a regular, no time. And now, to make matters interesting, if the government of the day want to be sensitive enough, don't get used to always putting all the blame. If the cock crows, it's Peter Obi. He's the one that made that cock to crow. No. Why not look at things objectively, remove the spirit of biasness and just look at, why would any Nigerian hit the street? Is it because of the election? Of course not. The elections are not behind Nigerians.
Of course.
So why are they hitting the street against even the backdrop of Peter Obi telling them never to hit the streets? Way back then. Yeah. So then from there you can now know what to even tell, because if Nigerians are the one that elected the president and the government of this day, then they are accountable and answerable to Nigerians. And if they're hitting the street, they're saying you're not accountable enough to Nigerians that are hitting the street. So why are they hitting the street? Okay, there's hunger, and then if there's the best thing to do as a media person, it's actually a town hall meeting with top youths, top political youthful leaders, forums, groups, to let them know the challenges he's facing in his government, how he's carrying the Nigerian youth along, and his plans, so that Nigerians will say, okay, this is the blueprint, and if he's deviating, they can call him to order. But this one, nothing. You wake up and say, okay, we've given palliative, okay, tomorrow we've done this, and they're feeling like, okay, it's like this guy's taking us for a ride and all. And the protest is peaceful. If you ask me, instead of trying to shut them out or shut them down, it's probably trying to instead tell the security agencies to protect them, and probably give them a time frame max. 3 days should be max. Look, after that, please, can you calm down and let's see how we can address your issue. issue than saying it is Peter Obi. If you keep doing that, it makes it look as if there's more to it than meets the eye. That's just my personal opinion, though, on this matter.
Well, one of the things about Nigerians is that they believe that protest that is managed and also foretold by the security agencies doesn't have enough impact, because they want a situation whereby they shut down everywhere. But then at the same time, the security agencies are like, man, these guys don't try it because it's going to cause a lot of issues for us and all of that. They had made mention of, cases where the bad guys hijack it and start looting and all of that. But well, we are waiting to see what will happen on that first. And after that, I'm going to also give you full insight on what the Arewa youth have to say about the proposed protest. Is it still going to hold in the northern part of Nigeria? Let's interact in our comment section. Thank you very much and stay tuned.
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.